Hello Capricorn Rising, thank you for joining me. In this video, we will be discussing the full moon in Libra coming up on April 5th. We will also discuss the much anticipated ingress of Pluto out of Capricorn, out of your first house into Aquarius. This is a huge shift, a huge deal for everybody, but especially for you Capricorn Rising, because you have been dealing with Pluto in your first house for a long time, since 2008. It's finally moving into your second house, moving into a whole different energy, moving into Aquarius. We will discuss that. If you want to find out what that means for you, stay tuned. But first, let's start with the full moon. So first we have the moon. The moon is the high priestess. This is the energy of intuition, mystery, knowledge, and spirituality. The moon is in Libra. This is your 10th house. That's your house of career, recognition, status, fame, achievement, and mastery of something. Libra, your Libra house, Libra is represented by justice. This is the energy of fairness, balance, and truth. So when we have a full moon, we have an opposition between the moon and the sun. If the moon is in your 10th house, then the sun is in the opposite house, or the 4th house. The sun is joy, vitality, success. The sun is in your 4th house. That's the house of home, family, roots, foundation. It's Aries. Aries is your 4th house. The energy of Aries is authority, power, and leadership. So this oppositional energy between the sun and the moon, this is bringing a highlight or showing the challenge and the tension between your career and your personal life, as well as a need for balance between the two. Libra is balance. So there may be some power struggles here between your home life and your professional goals and how you see yourself out in the world, or how you want to see yourself in the world. Jupiter, or the Wheel of Fortune, or cycles, changes, destiny, and expansion and growth, is joining the sun in this 4th house in Aries. This is creating an enhancing of this energy, so it's further highlighting the struggle between your career, your goals in who you want to be in the world, and your home life, as well as your need to balance your personal ambitions with the needs and desires of your family. So this can indicate a time of conflict between authority figures, anybody who you feel has authority over you, such as bosses, parents, or maybe even a partner, and your need to navigate these power struggles with diplomacy and fairness. That's what Libra is. So now let's talk about Pluto and how Pluto plays into this. So Pluto, which is the judgment card, Pluto is the energy of judgment. It's upheaval, rebirth, and awakening. Pluto eliminates anything that is no longer working for you, and it clears the playing field so that something new can come in. So Pluto has been in your first house since January of 2008. This has been a very heavy energy, a very rough energy. Now, of course, at times there's opportunity when it's aspecting other planets, but for the most part, this has really been a big reality check into who you are, how you identify, how you present in the world, as well as your perspective on the world. Now, for the past 15 years, you've been feeling this heavy energy in who you are, and it's really been playing a lot of havoc with your identity. Well, last week, Pluto moved into Aquarius. Aquarius is your second house. This is the house of values, self-worth, personal finances, possessions, and resources that you have available to you. The energy of Capricorn is materialism, temptation, and enslavement. These are the chains that we put on ourselves. This is the restrictions that we put on ourselves. And you, as a Capricorn rising, you tend to put a lot of restriction on yourself. You're very disciplined. You're you have a lot of self-control. So the energy of Aquarius, where Pluto is moving in, this is a very different energy. This is the energy of hope and inspiration and guidance. the energy moving into this house will be here for a few months until June, giving us a glimpse of what we will be experiencing, what you as a Capricorn rising will be experiencing for the next 20 years. Pluto will jump back into Capricorn a couple of times until the end of 2024, giving us another taste of what we've been experiencing for the past 15 years, reminding you what that's all about and the lessons that you should have been learning there, and back into Aquarius. By the end of 2024, Pluto will be in Aquarius for 20 years. It will never go back into Capricorn within our lifetimes. We will be done with those challenges. It'll be time for a whole new set of challenges and opportunities. But this is a different set of energy, a much lighter, hopeful, inspired energy. So, during the full moon, Pluto will be in Aquarius. Now, while it's in Aquarius, Pluto is really highlighting how you perceive yourself and your personal value. It may be bringing a transformative energy to the way you approach your financial goals and your personal resources. And this can lead to a reevaluation of your priorities, which can potentially transform your relationship with money and possessions. Additionally, this transit of Pluto coming into this house for the next 20 years can really bring some changes to your sense of self-worth and the way you express your values to the world. Now, during the full moon, Mercury, or the Magician, this is the energy of manifestation, action, and creation. Now, this is the only card in the tarot that has all four elements. It has the coins, the cups, the swords, and the wands, or earth, air, fire, and water. This is the only card that has all that. This is the ultimate manifestation power, or the ability to make magic. So Mercury is over here in Taurus, in your 5th house. That's the house of recreation, creation, like creative expression, and procreation, or children. This is in Taurus. Taurus is represented by the Hierophant. This is the energy of tradition, religion, wisdom, and conformity. Mercury in this 5th house is making a 90-degree angle to Pluto in your 2nd house during this full moon. So squares, that's a 90-degree angle, they create challenges. And what this is indicating are challenges related to power struggles, control, and communication in your personal and financial matters. This may suggest a need to balance your creativity and your self-expression with the practicality and financial stability and responsibilities of your day-to-day life. Now, in addition to Mercury being over here in Taurus in your 5th house, we also have Venus, or the Empress. This is the energy of nurturing, abundance, and fertility. Venus joins Mercury in this 5th house. What this is doing is also making an aspect to this Pluto. It's making a trine, and that's an opportunity. So what this is indicating is a powerful attraction to material wealth, pleasure, and creativity. This aspect can also suggest the potential for transformational experiences in your areas of personal values, finances, and relationships. This whole situation here is really focusing on your personal responsibilities with the home and family, and that tension that's sort of bringing to you versus who you want to be out in the world, the status, the public recognition, the achievements, and the recognition you want for those achievements out in the public world. There's this tension going on there. So there's a need to find balance between that. There's a lot going on in your desire to express yourself creatively, in your house of creative expression, of romance, of having a romantic relationship, and even around children, creating children, being near children, or doing some sort of creative expression for children. This is making a lot of energy aspects to your finances, material possessions, ability to be self-sufficient and to maintain your desired level of values, of personal pleasure and abundance. So that's all I have for you today, Capricorn. All in all, with this Pluto moving into your second house and out of your first house, you're really going to be feeling this shift in energy and hopefully opening up some opportunities with Venus over here in your fifth house for more romance, more play, more creative expression, and just having fun in life in general. So thank you for watching all the way to the end, Capricorn. Please join me in the next video when we will be discussing the first eclipse of 2023 on the full moon, on the new moon in Aries again. See you next time. Bye.